Remember, someone who just voted for Donald Trump, yes, he's interested in that. What about someone who stumped for you for literally months and told their supporters to get you elected? What does he think about putting them in his cabinet?
What about former rivals from your own party, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren? Have you talked to them about cabinet positions?
Well, I've talked to them. Look, as I said, we already have significant representation among progressives in our administration, but there's nothing really off the table. But one thing is really critical: taking someone out of the Senate, taking someone out of the House, particularly a person of consequence, is a really difficult decision that have to be made. I have a very ambitious, very progressive agenda, and it's going to take really strong leaders in the House and Senate to get it done.
Okay,
that's weird.
So
that's weird.
Not so interested.
So wow. So now he's concerned about taking people out of positions in government and putting them there when it comes to progressives. But he had no worries taking people in positions of power in government if it's a Trump guy to put in your office. Why is there so much extra concern? Why is there a thoughtful answer to why you don't want to do one thing, but then it's just a knee-jerk, sure, I'll do it when it comes to the other side? Again, it's more of a concern for the angry, rabid, stupid section of the country to respect them for some reason. No, I don't respect you. Oh my God, a liberal just said he doesn't respect me after I, for years, talk about how they should just die. Or maybe how their state just needs to fall off the map. Or let's not do anything for that state that has issues that provides so much more contribution to this country than any other state. Hey, screw them. But as soon as my empty, I'm trying to censor this as I go through this. As soon as my useless self gets involved in this, you're supposed to respect me. What is there to respect about you? What have you done? We keep talking about contributions. This guy came down an escalator when he started his whole presidential run and said, Mexicans are garbage people, they're rapists, they're murderers, they're killers. So we're supposed to respect him? When is he gonna respect someone else? So that guy who had supporters for 4 years, you're gonna respect them. So what are you saying to those Mexicans that he called rapists and killers and murderers and drug dealers? What are you saying to them? Just ask him those questions. And you know why he won't come on shows that will ask him those questions? Because he'll have to answer those questions.
Yeah, the entire thing is incredibly frustrating. Like,
bring up everything he's done. Oh my God. Okay, so you caged a bunch of kids and then you separated them from their families. And you openly said the policy was to do that to deter people from coming because refugees are faking stuff, right? You said that. Hey, do you believe that, President-elect Biden? Because you're saying you're gonna put someone in your cabinet that believes that. There was tax cuts that were supposed to go to middle and lower class. It went to the richest. It went to corporations. The swamp was filled. You said all this. Do you not believe the swamp was filled anymore? Because you said it. You're putting in people who you said filled the swamp. Does that not mean you're part of the swamp, you idiot?
Well, we still have to see. We don't know for sure. Hold on. We do have to see. I will say, like what the argument that he made for why he's basically guaranteeing he won't put Bernie or Warren in the cabinet. I agree with it, honestly. Like I don't see why we would want them out of the Senate. They're literally among the best senators. Like Bernie is the best senator. The thing is though, Bernie doesn't want to be in this. He would prefer to be in the cabinet, so I would defer to him. And also, more importantly, that ain't why Biden ain't putting them in the cabinet. Like I agree with the argument, but I don't think you're being honest in telling it. That's not why. So John, I think we can be clear-eyed about all of this.
John, let's leave the big names and fine. Let's leave Bernie there. Let's leave Elizabeth Warren there. Let's leave whoever else that maybe progressives there. They're not the only progressives in the country. That's the other problem. We keep ignoring the fact there's progressives in the country that hold positions in state and local governments or maybe ran for office and they know what the hell they're doing. And we're not going to put them in those positions. It's not just AOC in the squad. It's not just the new members of the squad. It's not just Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush. It's not just them. They're wonderful. We got more. Hey, if you cared, you'd go and put some of those people in some positions. Maybe you'd have them on some levels. Maybe they're not big enough name for you, like a Rahm Emanuel, that idiot. But instead, maybe put them in other positions where they can help boost this kind of an approach to the country. If you cared, but you don't.
Yeah, or even, I mean, look, I know what you're saying. We should cast an even wider net. But okay, so Bernie and Warren, they're senators. We can't take them out. Okay, AOC could be the domestic climate envoy. She could do that. She could take a couple of years out of the House or whatever, do that. Pramila Jayapal could be Health and Human Services. Like, it would suck to lose her in the House, but it's not losing a senator. Like, we'd still get some other Democrat to fill it. You could do all of that and more. Yeah. Ugh. And Rahm Emanuel. And by the way, you say you have great representation of progressives. Here's the thing, and I know that Biden won, and also he won't want to hear this. That isn't up to you, Biden, because you're not a progressive. You don't get to tell us that you have enough representation when you're not part of the group that you're saying you've got enough of. That functions across all forms of representation. It ain't up to you as an outsider of the group to say if there's enough, if we've passed some sort of line. We as progressives who supported you and stumped for you and voted for you, and Bernie was all over the country for you and all over the media for you, we get to decide if there's enough representation. And honestly, as of right now, I'm looking at it, and barring some breaking news from today that I haven't seen, I don't even know what you're talking about when you say that. Are you like implying that Ron Klain is enough representation? You need to understand that when we're sort of okay with a pick, that doesn't mean it's a progressive. It doesn't mean it's our pick for that position. And so far, I don't think there's a single progressive that's been chosen for an important thing. John Kerry might get the job done in some international treaties. He ain't a progressive. He ain't even close to a progressive. Kamala Harris is not a progressive. I know that she's sort of trying to pitch herself in that way. It remains to be seen. Right now, we've got centrists. We've got some centrists who aren't as bad as others. Huzzah, but that ain't the same as a lot of progressive representation.
One more small thing on this. So that one part when Biden said, we've got progressives. Did he say progressives or liberals? He said progressives, right?
I think he said progressives.
We've got progressives in the cabinet or in my aura, whatever he said. During the debates and the end of the campaign, that word was called socialists by Republicans. Progressives are socialists, that's what they've been saying. When they accused you of having too many socialists in your circle, you said, we don't have any socialists in our circle, they're losers. I'm not a socialist, this isn't Venezuela, this isn't Cuba. So you say all that, and then when you've won, then you switch back and now you call them progressives and they're in your circle. I thought they weren't in your circle. I thought you don't do that socialism thing because progressives are socialists. That's what we've been told so many times. Progressives are just socialists that want to usurp all the power and take all your money and hand it out to people who don't deserve it. Where are the progressives? Wait, where did those socialists go? Where are they? I'm looking under the rug. Where are they? Can't find them. Suddenly they don't appear anymore in your vernacular. They've turned into progressives that you're surrounded by. Get out of here.
Yeah. And again, it's not up to him. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.